Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a sweet minute since I've posted. Lots happened. I was on a job search, so I had my head to the ground. Found two jobs. One's at a conference center, Christian conference center. Pretty much doing everything: maintenance, cleaning, and kitchen. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out how best to talk to you guys. Yeah, and then the other one is cleaning up. It's like working for it's like a medical appliance, like rent store thing. So like you can get wheelchairs from them. You either buy them or you can rent them. Hire company. And I'm just cleaning up like. So if people have passed on or something like that, and their mattress comes back to us, yeah, I'm the guy that gets to clean it all. So it's been a pretty minute. I have been full on working full weeks, and at the conference center I'm doing, it's called caretaking. Just gets me an extra like $57 for the weekend, each day, unless I get called out and it's more than an hour. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing. And I don't know. Every time I come into this, it's more real than you know, because I don't have anything pre-planned, and I don't have anything that I want to. Well, not that I don't want to talk about, but that I have popped in my head. But even like 3 seconds before I decided to do this video, I was like, this is something I'd love to talk about, because it's something I find is important, and it's one of the things that I struggle with the most. And in today's society, we're seeing all this. Well, I'd like to say that it's building each other up and building up each other's genders, and no shaming and stuff like that. But I find more and more and more it seems to be one side more than the other. So more uplifting women and making them feel beautiful for their body, no matter like what size they are. Which at no point am I saying that I'm not okay with that. I'm 100% okay with that. I tell my family and I tell my friends all the time, like they're beautiful, and that they're good parents, and that they're loved, and that I miss them, and just yeah, that they're beautiful. And I completely condone like doing that, and you should do that. Not condone. Condone is bad. I think you should. I think you should uplift the women in your life, but I also really believe that you should uplift the men in your life. And I find more and more and more in society that doesn't happen. And when a guy says something and you're struggling with something, it seems to get the cold shoulder, or you're a man, you should just deal with it. And that's something that like hasn't changed. Whereas like, oh, you're a woman, your place is in the house, in the kitchen, and da 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 da. That's changed. A woman is in working, she's doing all this stuff. But the male, you're a guy, and you need to be masculine, and you need to not cry, or you need to figure stuff out. And it's brutal. And one thing that keeps coming up to me, and I don't want to generalize all women, but a lot of women that I've talked to, it's a prerequisite of dating them. Like, if you're not this thing, you can't date them, because they're not into that. And it's height, which I think is absolutely absurd, because I can't help my height. I can't help that I'm shorter than the 6 foot, 7 foot guys that you're into. And to be completely honest with you, that height isn't. That's not the norm. Freakishly tall people. Sorry, you know what? That was rude. Not freakishly tall people, but tall people. Just like they can't help being tall, I can't help being short. And whether it has something to do with the guy's area being too small, too big, whatever. Why is this a thing in society? Why is this okay? And you're not going to date a guy that's short? Where does height play in who they are as a human being? It just flabbergasts me that I'll see a girl who's like, that I'm into, and I'll make it known that I'm into them, and they'll be like, "Oh, thank you so much, but I'm not looking right now." And then not even a day or two later, posts that she's in a relationship and the dude's super tall in height, and you'll see them on dating apps and it'll be like, no short guys. What? I can't even think of an equal thing for me to just do against women. Like, well, I can't. My brain can't even think of something, because height's not important to me. I'll date a girl that's taller than me. I'll date a girl that's shorter than me. And I understand people have preferences, and I understand that, and I completely agree with that, because I have preferences. There's certain types that I would date and some that I wouldn't date. But height's not one of them. Height can't be helped. And if you're like, well, some women are into tall guys. Some women, yeah, there are some women that are into short guys, but there's a majority that it's like a fad going on now that you have to be tall. And most of the relationships that I've seen, not all, not generalize, I'm speaking from experience, that this is something I suffer with. If you are one of those women that's like, I'm not into short guys because if I want to wear heels, he's got to be taller than me, da 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 da. It's, you understand that, like, it's almost like me going up to you and being like, hey, you have long arms. I'm not going to date you because you have long arms. You can't help having long arms. You can't. You can't fix it. I'm sure you could cut off bone and do all that kind of stuff, but it's not right of me to do that. Or, oh, you're not white, I'm not dating you. You can't change your skin color. You might be able to. I don't know, but it's absurd for me to be a prerequisite to dating you. Like, are we so focused on the physical image that we've lost track of, this is someone you're going to be with the rest of your life, and it's just a sexual attraction? Sweet, he's going to be tall his whole life, but at the same time, like, if you're going off a height, I'm sorry. And if you've stumbled onto this channel by accident, this isn't me. This is me being real. This is me saying the things, because there's some things that I could say that are completely and utterly not PC. And not that I mean to not be PC, it's just I'm speaking my mind. I'm not going to censor myself based on today's society. I struggle with this. I'm going to speak about this. It's always going to be real. I'm going to make mistakes. If you call me out on my mistakes, cool. But if you're going to call me out on my mistakes, please do it in a way that is kind and will help me grow. Not one that's gonna tear me down and destroy a bunch of work that I've already done on myself to try to bring myself back up. Yeah, I really want men and women to just, we're uplifting each other. Like, man, I tell not all my guy friends, and not all the time, but I tell them that they're beautiful, they're awesome human beings, and I uplift them. It doesn't matter what gender, and doesn't matter what preference you are either. You know what? It's your life. It's your life. It's your decision. I could care less what you do, but I care more about you than the choices you make. Because if you only liked me on the choices I made, there'd be nobody in my corner, because I've made a lot of bad choices. I've done a lot of bad things, and I don't want to be held to that. If that's the prerequisite of loving someone, is focusing on all the negatives. Because if it's focusing on the negatives, I'm probably one of the worst people you'll ever meet in your life. And to those that know me, old me was very, masked. New me, I'd love for you guys to meet me. I'm more vulnerable, I'm more honest about things, and if I'm not enjoying something, or if I don't want to do something, I'm less likely to just do it just to please. That doesn't mean that I'll stop answering the phone calls or emails or messenger if you want to talk or you have to talk. I'll always, if I can, answer the phone. Keep in mind, I have days and weeks where I'm struggling with just existence almost, like getting up and doing things during the day. Like today, I've been in the house all day. Yesterday, I've been in the house all day. I wanted to go to church this morning, and I just don't know what it is. I think it's just more just being scared because I don't know anybody, and if you know me, then you know that that's not something I normally struggle with, but lately I've been struggling with that, and I've been struggling with image issues, even though I feel like I'm getting a little bit more in shape because my jobs are more active. I still struggle with it. I still struggle with the fact that I don't look a certain way, or I don't have a certain job, or I don't have my life together, and I don't know what my future brings, what my future is going to bring. But like, yeah, it's me. I'm honest. This is what's going on. Yeah, I just wanted to go on and just, if you have men in your life, and I'm not saying don't do it to women, I'm just saying, like, let's start uplifting the men a little bit, because it's getting kind of crummy out here. Just getting beat down and not having anybody in your corner. And I'm not saying I don't have anyone in my corner. I have a great family in my corner. I have great cousins and great aunts, and I have people in my corner, even though I make mistakes. Like, it's just that whole kind of, and if you're not religious, like, I'm not going to go off on a religious rant, but they have the Christ-like goggles on, where we're not focused on the things you're doing wrong, we're focused on loving you. And that's it. And then if you want to go atheist on me, or if you want to do something like that, then you know what? I'll just shower you with love. I'm not going to shower you with excuses or scripture or anything like that. I'm just going to love on you, because I don't really care. I don't care what you've done, what you're doing, or that you don't agree with theology. That's, you know what? It's your choice. You're a grown-up. You get to choose what you want to do, and I find that's really important, that you get to choose what you want to do. But at the end of this, because it's gone on 12 minutes, so I think it's the longest one I've done. Woohoo! Yeah, I just want to uplift you guys. I love you guys. And if you see me on Facebook ever, just know that I'm like going through who's online, and if we have a connection, then I'm very much like, hey, how are you doing? And a lot of you guys are just like, hey, you asked me that yesterday, and I'm just excited. I love you, and I don't have bad people in my life. I've started getting rid of people on Facebook because they're just toxic, and whenever I see their posts, I always get angry, or I get upset, or I don't agree with it. And you don't have to. Yeah, it's just in me in my life right now, struggling with what seems like some depression and some anxiety. I don't need it. I'm not saying that I don't love those people. I can't deal with it right now and put that on my plate as well. But to all you frosters out there who are in my corner, you guys are amazing human beings. You are worth my time. You are worth the room that you have in my heart. And I care about you so much. I hope you're doing so well, and if you're not, tell me what things are going right in your life, because I find whenever you start saying, I've got this going for me, I got this going for me, it just starts lifting you up a bit. And when you start talking about negative, you just start focusing on it, and you get into this pit, and ain't nobody got time for that. Okay? And if your family watching this, I think my mom watches these vlogs, I love you. You are just an amazing woman. You always got my back, and our relationship since I've been gone, I feel like it's gotten stronger, and I feel like I've matured a lot from this trip, and I love you. I love you, and I can't thank you enough for just everything you do. You do a lot for me, and I'm sorry that I'm at where I am in my life, and I haven't got everything together, but it just means the world to me that you care. And to any of you that don't know, she's not my birth mom, but oh man, she disciplines me like one. But yeah, she's been in my corner for, oh my goodness, what, 18 years, I think? I can't remember. It's been so long. It's been too long sometimes. And to Renee and John, if you guys do watch this, which I don't think either of you do, I love you guys. I love you guys. Thanks for sharing your family and sharing everything. You made two amazing little babies that I cannot wait to meet. Joy, we haven't met yet, but I'm your favorite uncle. Okay, just saying. Josh is cool. You know what? No, Josh is probably going to be your favorite uncle. I'll be hopefully top 10, which I don't think you have 10. So I definitely made the top 5? No, top 10. Yeah, hopefully top 10. And Halen, we've talked the other day, actually, or yesterday night. Can't wait to see you, buddy. Your uncle loves you. I love all the Frosters watching this. Sorry about the long vlog that's got no excitement in it except for me sitting in my sweaty car, sweating. But I hope that you're not freezing to death. And I hope, please, if you watch these vlogs, like and subscribe, and then shoot me a message on Facebook. I mean, if you don't have me on Facebook, ask me for my name on Facebook. I'd like to talk to you and to see how you're doing. I'm not blowing smoke up my chimney. Just let me know what you're doing and how you're doing and what's up, okay? Thanks, guys. Love you. Bye.